Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, girls and boys, boys and girls. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to our bill today. Probably wonder what's with the dark lenses, David. Welcome back to our bill. What, you didn't know? You didn't know? You're looking like Ray Charles around here. Welcome back to our bill. Inspirational Minutes with David. Thank you for attending. Thank you for the people that stay true to our bill and stay true to what's going on with me. Is everything looking good, by the way? They say I look all right in this color. Thank you in advance. Today, our Inspirational Minutes with David today is properly titled, What You Didn't Know? Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications and let you know that our channel is back on. Also, you already know what I'm about to say. Get the book, The Audacity of Woke. The Audacity of Woke. Audio, Kindle, soft cover, hard cover. There's no excuses. You can't get a way out of this. You cannot get a way out of not getting the book. Scratch your brain, open up your mind, and also rinse that third eye out with some, the pineal gland. Get that cleared up. We can be able to be conscious thinkers. We'll be able to be questioning our whys and things like that. Today, let's get it started. I know the news. I don't get the news, but I watch the news, and I don't watch the news. I hear the news. And today, our bill today is probably titled, What You Didn't Know. Oh, I know you see that. What, you didn't know that was coming too? Yeah, the next pandemic. That's coming too. It's coming. So I want you to overstand. Let's have a drink. Open the mind up. Thank you in advance. Thank you. Let's roll. Let's get down through there. Let me get comfortable. Let's switch glasses. Let's go. Today, our Inspirational Minutes with David, what I didn't know, or what you didn't know. Yes, we do have another pandemic. It's just around the corner. The world elite, they have planned for this. I'm not joking either. Truth is always in a joke, but I am joking. We already know about the first case was in China. They talked about October 18, 2019. A lot of stuff going on. It's real! A lot of people knew ahead of time. Not just, Gady. Klaus Schwab, he knew about it too. What, you didn't know? Yeah, it's another one coming too. And I'm going to leave you on this, because we're going to get on that on our next bill. This is by Bill Gates, February 18, 2022. Quote unquote, we will have another pandemic. It will be a different pathogen next time. Bill seems quite confident, doesn't he? What? You didn't know? Quite confident that it will be another one. So, hope you learned some things from 3 years ago. It's definitely coming back. And during that time when we was going through the pandemic, I had an awakening. I was always, questioning my why. I was really coming into my awakening, but during that time I was, I graduated with my MBA in April 25th, 2020, April 25th. We had a virtual graduation, and but I learned some things, and what I did learn from my awakening conscious, this is what I learned. What you didn't know? I learned to look within what bothers me, outside to look for the conflict within me, because what's outside shows me is a reflection. It's a reflection of my inner world. I learned not to change anyone. I understood that the change is within me. It's in me. That if I want to see things change outside, I must first change myself. What, you didn't know? I learned not to hold anyone accountable for my emotions and things that happen to me. I am the only one. The only one. So are you. The only one. The only one who is responsible. Who is responsible for what happens to me. Because conscious or not, I always choose. Again, I am the only one who thinks in my mind and feels in my heart. No one is responsible for what happens to me. Because conscious or not, I always choose. I learned not to let my loved ones free without guilt and blackmail. I learned to let my loved ones free without guilt and blackmail. I understood that guilt and blackmail damage the soul of those we love. We destroy them, and I do love them. I let them free. Love is freedom. They don't owe us anything. They don't owe me anything. I choose to share with them from love. I learned not to expect anything in return from them or anyone. Love is not a negotiation. I learned not to sacrifice myself for anyone. Sacrifice always expects something in return. Always expect reward. And then gets disappointed. Sacrifice is not love. Sacrifice is not love. I learned to act from unconditional love, which is a loving force that expects nothing in return. Act only for love. I give only for the joy you feel giving. I learned that I have no power over anyone, only over myself. And I understood that wanting to change others is an act of absolute ignorance, selfishness, and dictatorial feeling. What, you didn't know? I learned that abides in me an absolute inner freedom, that I am free to decide with whom I want to be and with whom not. That life is an enjoyment and not a suffering. And from there, my free will, I can decide. And guess what? That's my true power. The decision. I learned that my inner guide is my feelings of liking and dislike. The warning that tells you, jump out there. So with that being said, when we was going through the pandemic, and I started using my critical thinking, I started questioning my why, I started reversing things that I learned, I jumped out there. Yeah, I jumped out there. I learned to love and respect myself so much that people come into my life who love me as much as I love myself. That's when I began this channel, the Fly Optician. First, love yourself. With awareness, I learned to free myself from labels and masks, to be authentic to my feelings. I'm not interested in falling good or feeling good or being fake. I'm respectful to others. But guess what? I'm not fake. I learned to respect each other's time, not by being invasive. I learned to retire on time from places where I'm not welcome because I overstood and I understand and understand. I don't have to be there because everyone likes me. I learned that souls, spirits come together by vibrations. And when they are not related, they can separate and make each their own life. You see, we don't understand. And we don't have to be tolerated. What? You didn't know? We don't have to be tolerated, nor let them be tolerated. I learned to value my living space, to take care of my energy. If something or someone is not in accordance with my energy, guess what? I know I can withdraw. I can pull back. That I can get out of the situations that do not bring me growth or wellness. If I do not retire in time, my body will sue me later. I learned to get away faster from sadness, quarrels, and anger. I'm no longer camping there. No longer camping there. I choose to change the course of my emotions, doing things I like or seeing people who stimulate me. The quarrels that used to last me for months today last me a day or just a few hours. I've learned that only love and kindness brings what need to be brought under positive energy vibrations. I learned to get away from everything that keeps me away from peace, balance, and love. I learned to look for emotional causes of my illness and take letters in that matter, changing perception, transforming my life if necessary. So that implies radical changes that will be uncomfortable to me. I learned to listen to myself, to respect my inner voice, the guide that knows what suits me best for my growth. I used to let me be stung with external voices. No more. Only my inner guide knows what's best for me. They call that your intuition. They call that your third eye. They call that your first mind, we say sometimes. See, consciousness taught me to be more intuitive than rational. Reason calculates, measures, speculates, but doesn't know the heart is a straight arrow that goes toward the right path for your evolution. Consciousness taught me that the magic person is me. That magic exists if I open my heart. That way, it will never be wrong. Your commitment to light is not a part of your life. What, you didn't know? Your commitment to light is everything. Light is not part of your life. Light is your whole being manifest in every part, every facet, every aspect of your life. We never let one with the divinity. We are always a part of it. Wait, say that again, David. We never be one with the divinity. We're always a part of it. Of its creation, even when we're not aware of it. We're always directing currents of energy that comes to us and returns to the universe. It is altered, changed according to our states of consciousness. And it's recorded in others and in everything. What? You didn't know? Our mental struggles manifest. How the love we feel is also manifested. Thought, feeling, word is action, vibrations. Action is vibrations and it spreads without knowing borders. The manifestations of the universe are the externalization of what wrong with us. It's the manifestation of what is wrong with us. Because the universe is us. What? You didn't know? The love, peace, We are what we believe. We create what we believe. We believe what we believe. We are light. We are peace. We are love. We are the image and the likeness of the Most High in action. And let us show ourselves as we are. Just being the way we are. Being aware of our commitment to the light with love, with truth. Let us always be light. There's nothing out there that can satisfy what we don't know to find inside. Nothing in the world is capable of making us happy. What? You didn't know? It is not because people aren't capable of the most beautiful things that they can bring us, because they are. And it's good to see them like this, but it's impossible for them to be, do, respond, etc., as we wish. We can't write a script about how they should be with us and then get angry because we don't, and they don't meet our expectations. Because they don't know their role. We can't put our moves in the hands of others and expect them to act as we dream. And let them do it here and now. We can't get upset and angry because they exercise their freedom to be different and how we plan and write their own story. They're not born to satisfy us, nor are we to satisfy them. The only thing we can do is honor them, is to love them as they are and accept that they don't meet our expectations. We cannot blame them for our shortcomings and drama, because that will deprive us the power to carry the reins of our lives and then alter and change them. We can't, because it's what people. We don't own anyone. We only own our thoughts, our actions and interactions, and our decisions. And if we stop waiting, we'll stop suffering. In the end, people treat us the way we treat ourselves. And when someone is unhappy and expects another to do something to change that, it doesn't treat themselves well, and therefore it won't be matched. And if it is, what you receive will never fill that void. They can only be filled by ourselves. No one can give you what you don't give yourself. What? You didn't know? Because that's the way life sends you the message that you need to learn. You already have it all, but it's inside you, not outside. The people who cross us are the people we attract to understand and what's happening to us and what is the way. What's the way? They are mirrors where we project our beliefs so that we can understand who we are and what we need to learn and erase from our lives. They are the answer to our fears, fake expectations appearing real, and carrying their backpacks the gifts our ghosts gave them to us. Unconsciously, they approach to not give us what we ask for, so that we know what we beg in us. If we see them as lifesavers, they'll let us drown, so we realize we know how to swim. What? You didn't know? If we ask them for love to cover the vacuum we have, they'll scratch us so that we know that love we seek is already ours. And the bite we have in our heart is only covered with self-esteem. When you expect others to recognize you as merits and give you medals to assume your value, they annoy you and lower you so that once and for all, it becomes clear that you no longer need to prove anything. You no longer need to prove anything to anyone. The world won't accept you if you don't accept your damn self. Only when you stop asking for permission to be you and stop needing their approval do you realize you are. And you need to realize who you are. And they will respond to you in the same way. The world's not going to give you what you expect if you're not able to give it to yourself first. If you love yourself, you'll find people who will respect you. I know it sounds easy, but the only way to earn respect is by respecting each other. And if you don't wait, you'll get what you dream of. Wait broke the wagon, they say. And if the wagon broke, we're not going anywhere. We expect much from everything and everyone. We look for sea in heaven and heaven on earth. We want to see our ears and kisses with our hands. And we'll repeat mistakes, because we're not yet able to tell ourselves the most complicated and hardest and necessary truths to our own face. Those that heal the wounds of a stroke with what has been said. You didn't know? What? You didn't know? Huh. Continue to evolve. Continue to grow. Continue to question your why. Continue to love. Let out vulnerable emotions. Living on value energy. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. It's coming soon. What? You didn't know? Step back, the book. Thank you in advance. Positive energy. Always create evolution. I leave you in peace. And know that if I love myself, then I love you. If you love yourself, then you love me. The synergy. It's like the number 8. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. What? You didn't know I love you? Thank you for the support. Until next time, peace.